Okay,
Oh, hold on, give me a second. Damn camera. Is that better? Okay.
So the situation is this. People feel the reason I did not go first, and I played, and I was able to save my knees and my shoulders from wear and tear, which we could have said, because I did 3 years out of high school. And that's the most dangerous non-technique league, you know what I'm saying, high school. So, then it goes to college of building your mobility for one to be an overexerter, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta do 3 years out of high school. So people do 3 years and go to the league. Now, my situation is I did not go first overall 3 years at the high school, but I was talked about. The minimum I was talked about as a first overall was when Mike Vick went 2000 and 2001. And obviously, I was too young. So then the next minimum that we can is my draft class. And people's like, what's so special at you? Why don't they just pick me off the streets? Well, the situation is the argument is you can't get picked up off the streets. So, I'm saying, hold on. Because people go, no, there's good reason. If they believe in the gamble, right?
Oh, they just don't believe in the gamble.
No, we're gonna get to that, okay? Right, buddies? So, the argument is, why don't they just pick me off the streets? But the argument was, let's do sizzling. And then the next debate, rebuttal, is no. From 1920 to now, is what your momentum fucking says. And I agree. So the situation is, raise your hand. And yes, you have to go through the medium if you just want to play because of me. Because I didn't say nothing about getting picked the fuck off the streets. I will go to a D3 and try to make the team and play through the wear and tear to try to keep my body in shape. And try to go to D2 and D1. And that's not good enough. And try to go undrafted and I'm still not draftable. So what is your fucking argument other than why pick me? Why they get, you know what I'm saying? Stare. So, this is not the first time it echoed like that. As the shit won't flush or some shit. Like, and so The situation is, as I don't remember why I asterisk, but I'll still hit the point. That's the problem. Okay? I have many examples that I shouldn't have to use. But first off, from 2001, I picked my momentum up and never dropped it on nobody. I said I was going to just put it in right placements when I get picked. So I'm goddamn 28. Waiting to go, okay, I guess I can drop this here now. If I don't ever get to drop it, it's for the kids to know the system is full of people that should never be hired. Because in the end, if you're only saying, right, as we call out people, why pick them? And I didn't say nothing. I will go to D3. Even though this is an international program where niggas never played in their motherfucking life. But go,
You look like you can catch them all.
what about America? Do y'all not think that? All right, where's the proof? You know we're watching you. How the hell did you use surveillance from international and not have surveillance for in America? And we're talking about people that was quiet. You picked them up and say you don't have to be quiet. We feel like you can build momentum here. Or you pick them up to shut up that person. That's that momentum. Once again, there's multiple momentums in the world. I'm not talking about just me. And it's so bad, we didn't troubleshoot it cussing. Because leave me the fuck alone. You know what I said about they heard up, and there's multiples of why we, well, not just international. Obviously, in America, people do that. Do y'all not know? It is not rude to tell somebody, clean yourself up. And y'all going, yeah, clean yourself up. But what momentum? But what proof of competitiveness past everybody else? Now I got one. What witness protection to go get drafted or undrafted or try out? When you get a scholarship, or let's talk about Georgia State, because, you know, call the college, and no, it's not his verbatim words, but it's that momentum. You're like, oh, and he can tell my coach was telling him, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. He's like, shut up. Yeah, hey, they need, just do a walk on. Oh, hi, I did identity theft with your name, sweetie. So I should have more satellites to make a team. Or you're going to have to clean that up. And I'm not even in my 20s. So no, I collected all the satellites because, like I said, 2001, I was known as a project to be the first two-way player. So everybody got their popcorn ready to say, I knew you could only play one position. Hey,
That's the name. You want to play quarterback? Why don't you choose a tougher position? You was trying to play. How you trying to play 2 positions? How you trying to play on the field the whole time? You trying to not get off the field, even special teams. And now you only in 1 position. And we ain't gonna say no one was mumbling to a kid. Kids, so I'm the only kid that doesn't know how to go to their parent. Yeah, I'm the only kid. So, that being said, as I'm the momentum of being a laughing stock, well, bro, we know you can make a league in 1 position. But how are you supposed to make it worrying about 3 positions? You know how hard that is? You know how much commotion it is? And I did it! With 4 single double digits. I woke up the next day like, y'all ready to say it's hard again? And voila! Norcross! I don't care about how much hard work you do. Let's go somewhere else.
I think that's the loudness at Norcross.
Good, because I'm trying to be quiet. Well, try to be quiet. You was loud as hell.
Okay. I'll try. Bring in the bags. Boy, you bring out all the bags. How you trying to be quiet? Joking shit. Oh, shit. Joking shit.
Oh, we did do that.
So, back to the story of everybody needs their own witness protection, hospitality. If not, if they've shown they can be their own authority. What's the word? Starter kit, for lack of better words, to prove they can go on and do it. I have not got a starter kit to say I can go try out at a college after I had Georgia State tell me do a walk on, and I had the satellites from when I called. It's like, well, you have that. And then, like I said, I woke up like, y'all want to try again? And then just that y'all got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And now I'm 28. Damn. Because, you got to goddamn, when you get past a certain math, you go to the power of. So the situation is, I want to go undrafted now. You get what I'm saying? I don't believe no one's going to let go. I had a lot of work that the satellites know what I'm talking about, because I have Georgia State satellites. All of my siblings went to Georgia State. That'll be dumb as shit that the only athlete in the family, the only proven athlete, excuse me, and troubleshooting because I ain't gonna lie, I'm not even gonna bring them up. I'm gonna keep that momentum where it is, so that can be my homework to help them. So my project is to be the first 2-way player. So in the end, there's never a 2-way player. There's always been a player that they said, I think you can play defense. I think you can move to a position, and I am the laughing stock in Georgia that people stop laughing about, that I can't play forever until time run out. That's not a question. People know I won't get off the field. Ray Lewis heard of that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going to elaborate. If you know, you know. So the situation is, a lot of people have the atmosphere that if you move me, I will be good at another position, but not the politic. You feel me?
And a lot of people politic just make it easier for me. A lot of people do that. And that's actually what which we can all agree that should not be what it is. Because, well, what we're hearing is if he's coachable, he can be great. You get what I'm saying? In the old days, as Deion Sanders was sauce up, you get what I'm saying? And I heard him say, who keeps it mellow, you know, like you do, because without that, you know what I'm saying, you a cool guy, you know what I'm saying, you that, whatever the words was, y'all know what I'm trying to say, translate it for me instead of being politicking against it. So, the situation is, back then, if you was skilled, right, if you was cold, we might have girls in your hotel. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's, well, my coach really wasn't my coach. It was that number one shot baller of the era. Who? You make it sound like there's multiple. You make it sound like someone fell the fuck off for a decade or something. That's what I'm saying. So why are you playing dumb? You know who helped you too? Mumbling. Which is another, there's another proof of why I need my starter kit. I need my starter kit. Okay, I'm being funny. So we know he's trying to be funny. That's why we treat it like attitude. No, that's what the asterisk was for. You're not supposed to do that. That's another proof I should be in the league. No one likes you. People only like you when you're polite. So if we was Katie's talking for me, I need my starter kit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to say what the difference was, but we already know. You know what I'm saying? That's when I don't talk. So the situation is, when you can get behind satellites, you are mafia stamped. When you need a starter kit, you are mafia stamped. When you know who the mafia is, and everybody in you're on the maturity of the mafia, and then the maturity of Suedo mob and Suedo majority fall off for respecting the mafia, and it just you become mafia stamped. And you won't get a starter kit, you'll get a red carpet for safety to get you to your position that was promised by the Constitution that rules are supposed to be adjacent to. So the situation is, as everybody knows, I'm into ancestraltree.com and all of that. I'm into, my play, you like people, like I said about, you know what enough. I would be an unheard of miss, which I still am, because I'm talking about playing all over the field. I'm not talking about, hey, I'm a wide receiver trying to get drafted or undrafted, and come see you know what I'm saying? Nothing's wrong with that. You feel me? Do you have the resume? Did people try to stop you? Did they promise that it won't go past that momentum? Did you collect their promises and they still went past that momentum? Well, you stick right in. You have a chance to still make it to the league. So, the situation is, I'm not on here saying, oh, I'm a cornerback, that I'm a wide receiver, I'm a fullback, I'm a runner back, I'm a dog, small defensive end that could turn to cornerback or linebacker. I'm a Yeah, I didn't think about that. See, you got that. Y'all gotta give me that coaching point. Y'all gotta get that to me. Okay. Yeah. I'm a linebacker, and they hated me for my height, but I played middle linebacker and had my whole high school quiet. I'm an inside in a 3-4. I'm not saying none of that. And guess what? Hold on. I'm a safety. Y'all want to say it? Let me. Just won't flush. Ain't nobody said they try to play quarterback. Ask my goddamn coach from high school. Yeah, because he's trying to have a secret for a team that might pick him up. Remember, he's into the he's trying to have a crazy playbook, and then they put him at quarterback, and we don't know what the fuck to do. What? And I can't goddamn get a start again to try out and sign a contract, and I just need to lift some weights real quick. So once again, it's back on the satellites. And nobody said you get barked at by my coach in high school if you go, why didn't you put Zemaine at quarterback? He never said he wanted to play quarterback. And that's what you need. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shallow. So, just to get it understood. To get it understood how polite I was already stamped as a polite from high school's rudeness of, like I said, danger. Y'all kept saying, put him at quarterback. Y'all still saying, I'm trying to go to the league at quarterback. Boy, I got them. I'll take Andrew Luck out of retirement, and we got that, and I'll be his running back or wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't want to play with a quarterback that doesn't want to win. I don't want to play with, all right, run the ball. Oh, he is open. He's always open. As I heard, I can always go to him. I heard that. And he covered it up with, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, so, it's just that whole, it's just that whole understanding that I have an extraordinary atmosphere. That I don't have to go to the NFL. I just want my starter kit that I had to go to high school. You feel me? And schools was watched so badly, like, cause I don't want to hear, oh, I was never a bad kid. I don't want to hear, because by that time I had severe satellites. So without a scholarship, me getting upheld meant they said, oh, you worthless. Take him. Let's finally put the dirt on his name. You wasted our time. And it's just like, I did what? You should have yelled or something instead of been on your P's and Q's thinking you would get a D3 scholarship. And that's what I'm saying. That could never try out. Just have a momentum that you will be good. A coach heard of you. And it's just, so it's too much ownership because it's too much ownership that people saying I will claim without claiming. Like, other words, people are saying, don't nobody want to give it to you. Look at him work hard so it don't look like no one just gave it to him. I need a star for that. Now that's crazy. So, that being said, welcome to my undrafted journey at 28. For it to sound like a family issue, to have a single parent that doesn't care about sports life, like I'm bashing her, is politics, is sabotaging. I can't think of a word, but it's repertoire. There's a lot of people. Y'all not understanding being stamped by my coach that I never wanted to play quarterback. I just wanted to make the team. And he was ready on varsity, as I told him that before. Whatever I meant. And I had turf toe, but I knew it was just a bone line fracture. And the reason why doctors tell you to get surgery is because you don't have footwork. You don't have the placement to make sure your foot doesn't get injured again, or your toe doesn't get injured again, or you don't have to deal with pain. I knew what I was dealing with. But the momentum, as my mom always, because she's from Jamaica, I always noticed when she helped people, that lame, that's called lame. Because if a stranger goddamn heard cafeteria A's about to be in a fight, but no one talked about it, it's just they see it in the air. And they go to cafeteria because they know someone in there might be able to get snuffed. I knew I was going to make varsity, right? And I had turf toe, and they did not know. And the whole situation was, I didn't care if they called me fourth string. Coach didn't, because I played every position. But I had turf toe, and no one knew. I almost jumped over somebody, no one knew. I juked someone that started, and no one knew. I confirmed that I can play on a higher level. Because it was like I said, y'all ready to say I'm not a 2A player again? As airspace. Oh, here he goes, showing off. And I'm just like, and it's kind of supposed to be obvious when I just smile and let them say that stuff. Like, it's something's off. Of course, my mom knows that type of air. So she thought she did a favor and said, oh. And then made me come back to school with the message on her face. She got rid of y'all weapon that y'all didn't want. And he said, well, you still got wrestling. So, because in the end, if I had someone in the house that go, he'll be back. Nah, my son's cold. He'll be back. No, I hear it. He'll be back. he wouldn't have said that. That's one thing you want to hold to, that if a parent comes to him, he settles it. He does not in a, oh, I handle this. You feel me? If we all calm and it's just the parent upright, up, irate because her baby should play and the baby don't suck. Yeah, he might have been a favorite coach, but she right. He don't suck. So I didn't have that. So that's what I'm saying. So for there to be, when I bring up that I'm doing this undrafted journey by myself to be an issue, is proof that there's terrorism. This is terrorism. That's terror. You can be an American and a terrorist. Ain't no way. Because now this is how I confirmed Georgia State was more terrorism away from and identity theft. Because ain't no way. I didn't say I'll go back to football. Not one time. I didn't say I'll do it in college. The eye didn't die, but my mom thought I was trying to play soccer. So she didn't even care about that, but she kept the ear open for it. So, oh wow, now he gonna talk. Yes. Go flush the toilet. Detective Webpoolz. I kept a tick on watching my back like everybody does, but I shouldn't watch my back. Even though I don't have a starter kit. And if I didn't watch my back, then there's no damn way I could have thought I could make it to the league and get a starter kit with the alibis we would have had or something. Alibis. So the situation is, no one knew I was still going to try football. People was talking about I was still cold. I'm still known as cold and one of the fastest that's practicing balance, not his speed, not exulting and maybe injuring himself. Balance and is running running faster than Aaron Rodgers with balance. And we see if Aaron Rodgers might lose his balance, but he got good balance. Running faster than Mike Vick sometimes when he gets his adrenaline. Because he's just practicing balance. I've never exalted, I've never been able to, and that's my get up why sign a contract with Arena Football. Like it's just echoing the ride in reverse, for lack of better words, brochure. I can't think of the word. And I can't think of the word because I'm juggling the ticks. And that tick did this right here and did this. And then I've been juggling ticks doing this and this so much. People are going, when I'm about to say something exactly. So it's like a game of battleships. When is this energy going to talk? Because he's never went in his house and talked about us. So he's always had that platform that if scholarship satellites came in, or the difference between talking on the phone and doing a walk-on satellite and a school claiming you and you being quiet because the school got your back and you just, the school told me not to say nothing. And people are, oh, wow, it's that. But I kept it silent still like that. I think that's being a bullet catcher. Am I right or am I right? So, they don't count that as rings, but I like helping like that and all the championships I got won off of that type of bullet catching. Which at this generation, like, no, don't let me ultimatum and you don't want to be lame. Forgive me. You get what I'm saying? Like a cootie game or some shit. So, that being said, the situation is from when my mom made me go get surgery on my toe, and instead of giving the message or not giving a message at all, so proof she did give a message, and then getting told that when I got signed up for a college with no sports and watched like I'm a mama's boy, and I remember hearing from my astral projection and my mom being, oh, he's working out, and that's not funny because, you know, he's working out in her stomach. That means he's quiet. That's what that means. But, you know, we try to politic that as kicking. No, when they say, oh, look, he's kicking. And then when they say he's quiet and it's just, oh, he's working out in your stomach. But, you know, that's why I made that song, I Am Falling. So it's just to throw that out there because, you know, if someone has jokes, you know, I have why it doesn't hurt my feelings. I have practice. So the situation comes from the understanding of someone that doesn't want credit for crowd control, just wants to joke in the cafeteria with the satellites, and wants the same way check and balance work to give people their the medium to say that they help the world or something. So that being said, who's the medium? Oh, we already said who the medium is. So that being said, the medium needs a starter kit too for whatever they want to do. It can't be they're just a battery. That's like locking up the battery. Oh. And claiming battery. You can't do that to the battery. That's called self-defense off rip. How can you be the battery and then someone tries to unplug you to kill something and you get locked up for battery? First of all, when you're locked up, it's going to prove if you're the battery, as we hear it sizzling, because you either stop being the battery because they put you out of position to be the battery, or you're still the battery because you're mature and understand they still need that battery. Okay. So that being said, is where you know, I just need my starter kit. I just need my starter kit. I just need oh my God, we won, but we never wanted to. Jesus Christ, that shit loud as fuck. So, I think that's my whole life. Oh, well, that's another story. So, everybody want to, you know, people don't want, probably not going to want to make their undrafted journey or nothing like that because it's not going to be this cool. But in the end, who motivates you to be the best? If you mad at your job, it's not cool because you, first of all, to be the best, you can't say, I want to be the best by copying the best. No, you have to be cool as the best, and it's or twinning with the best, and it comes off that way, and you're able to do the same attributes in a cooler way. But people are not understanding. My project is to be a two-way player in the league. My project, I'm not going to sign and be like, yeah, I said I'll play, what do you want me to play?
Yeah, I said I play that on offense or defense, but my knee is sore. Unless you guys make the doctors on the sideline be like, we don't let nobody go through this much heartbeat pressure. You gotta sit down. You know what I'm saying? Or they come up to me and y'all don't, because it's getting bad. I seen this so many, like, I had calculus, y'all. Y'all didn't have calculus. I had calculus. So be my friend. No. Well, we had calculus and you're not my friend. It's not, no, I had calculus. We can shut them up group. But you know, it's okay. Because the situation is this. In the end, it's called customer service. Okay? All the way to surveillance. So people talking about, oh, we know that's real, we know that's real. What is really real is making a trap house. Okay?
Alright, guys. Wait for me to make mine first. Wait, hold up. How can we wait for me to make mine first and they...
That's when you lost.
Head asses.
So the situation is, war room is like a trap house. You know, that's another synonymous way to say it. People just thought drugs. No, it means you come to my house and I go, hi, this is my son. This is, and you know, they got you cut on what manners is. You feel me? Games. You go to the house and there's games you got to play. And the way they survey outside or come in and come outside, schedule themselves, you don't know nothing about. You feel me? So the situation is, as my senses is just with the lions. And they just, when we gonna make our trap house? So the situation is, before phones came out of Area 51, or ride and reverse technology, you know, North Pole, that's how people conducted themselves. I'm like, oh, Jesus, yes. Don't look in nobody's house, okay? So, that being said, as I got his mafia stamp in planes told, you know, whatever came across plane, and we still left, but you know, I came back and they still, so, cause they can't believe, it's like, they go to different, it's just like, welcome to Jam Rock, up in the streets, they call it. So customer service was big on electricity back then, rent, and running a happy Afro songs, you get what I'm saying? So then people that didn't understand like the I guess I don't think that's the word, but anguish, the momentum, the adrenaline to build, and you feel me, be gone scared straight to build, because you know It was just like Big Bang take Little Bang beyond scare straight things or something. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So that's how the news, because people didn't want to make the news. So, and then the radio, you know, that's how, you feel me? That's how, like I said, and my project was to be the first two-way player. And when I got followed outside and they could tell, they're like, well, Vic, this kid's trying to play. And I'm like, no, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up. Because in the end, colleges was the radio stations. Boy, I used to hear about colleges so much as a kid. Like, what? You used to hear about, man, when them phones came, but used to hear about colleges, hope that the radio brought up that college that you heard about. A lot of work that we know who gets credit for. So, once again, it goes to customer service, people in the house, delegate themselves. Then they think they made their trap house so big, they can try to rob the big wig. Then phones came about, right? Phones came about. And people was like, uh-huh. Oh, how you know I moved my couch? You know what I'm saying? And started, that's how it is. Oh, all right. Mm. And then hearing he should be fired, but he's not fired yet. Oh. Like they got them about to be entrepreneurs because a kid was born when phones came out. Multiple kids was born. Exactly. So, that being said, bitch, you know who the leader of the disease is. Stop playing dumb. Okay? It's that simple. It's so simple. And it's very dangerous. Like I said, Cousins troubleshooted. It was needed. Okay? Maybe when it's needed next time, people won't have that much flavor to do it because they don't want to copy or would not have thought of that. But just because you don't thought of it doesn't mean it was illegal to say. It wasn't inappropriate. It wasn't to anybody. It was in general subject. So what happened was people are saying, I need customer service so badly. Don't give it to him. Because it's needed so badly. It just looks like a wardrobe. So all we gotta say is, yeah, you look fine. Yeah, you look clean. Yeah, nothing's wrong with you. And then let him walk by. That's illegal as shit. Okay? And guess what? Somebody's on social media that if the momentum of these posts didn't exist, so thank God for them. I'm giving them a round of applause. Because what I'm hearing in the atmosphere, says, don't bring them up, let them, you know what I mean? That's people that bring them up are cocky. So the situation is, we always had a good house before phones, and then played the Tetris and other board games with phones too. And then we have people in our house, you feel me, that want to play in other people's games, and they could still go to our house. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, that changes the ratio. What's the word? It's very important. I just can't think of the word. It's very important. But like I said, when you show them,
So principles, because everybody knows the man of the house. You gotta have the man of the house. You gotta have the financial. You gotta have the financial advisor. You get what I'm saying? So, and everybody knows that the man of the house bullet catches more than those other two and the other named people that can be. They should be endorsed to live freely. And I'm talking family right now. And then, you can still use that ratio to anything to customer service. And I don't want to see, I'm the man of the business. No, that's what I'm talking to now. That's not how it needs to be run or joked about. Because obviously it's been troubleshooting. It cannot be joked like that unless you're the mature people. And if you're not called the maturest to start that game, because there's multiple games that can be played to get people home safe to whatever the objective is. But if you deem a branch of maturity away from the mature games that I played already, okay. So the situation is, they're saying that I'm just wearing the illegal shit and being a doctor for these people. Okay? Because in the end, this is not how, you know what I'm saying? This is proof that I cannot just go to LA Fitness, which is another example why I need my starter kit to go to a league. You feel me? I haven't done nothing. Like I said, I'm an adult now. I don't have to follow the procedures for my coach to say, yeah, he just wanted to get in there and hit for us. You know what I'm saying? I stamped him, and he would be I knew he would be our hitter. That's why at his weight, I put him at linebacker. And then when we put him at Mike, I was like, look at this. I'm talking like, because in the end, they remember me before. They remember it, and they remember freshman year. So I threw the ball, proved that I could throw far as hell, and that was when I was 14. And ever since, everybody's heard, oh, you're that 14-year-old that threw the ball at South Cornett. And they never want me to play quarterback. And then when they do put me at quarterback, we go all the way down the field and go 3 and out or touchdown. No one's ever intercepted me. Like, and we're not talking about I missed them. We're talking about, oh, you're not perfect. You should have threw it on him. Well, you just said you had great hands. Okay. So it's never my fault. I gotta get out these, you got great hands, okay? Never miss. Every person, when they put me at quarterback, they touch the ball. I don't know. I could probably count on my hand. No, they touch the ball. Every time I've thrown the ball to somebody, they've touched the ball. And what make me mad is because they'll take me away out of quarterback, and they'll like I'm saying, I've never, if someone hasn't touched the ball and, fuck. Man, I thought you said you throw it perfect. I was only going to put you if you throw it perfect. You get what I'm saying? I have never overthrown somebody that they just, damn, you overthrew me. They've always touched the ball and drop it. But you know, let's not get over ourselves. So the situation is, I've always worked hard for my position. I've always put myself in a position to be known for what I work hard, and I'm known as a go-getter. So I'm just wanting to be known that at 28, I'm still 18. You know what I'm saying? As in health wise, as in durability. I haven't lost anything, but gave myself extra muscles that I might over pursue and hurt myself. I'm not wear and tear injured. Excuse me. So I'm just trying to make a video on my undrafted journey, because, you know, it sounds good. But I just see it just like at 2017. And I just don't get the opportunity to be signed a team, and just like the Falcons having me being from Georgia. I was saying any team that would be an amazing home field advantage for me. And it started whispering, and I, whatever my own Esquire don't get credit as a superhero ship gives me for the understanding of that position. So I just wanted to make it known that, like I said, we got past the point where people would be like, "Why pick him up? Let me up. I'll be on scared straight. I'll get him straight." No, and then you'll be like, "I don't want to do this no more." He has that momentum is because people are saying, "You don't get tired." Like my first day, freshman, where I knew I'm gonna have to just get a summer job to get more satellites, and maybe if I gotta go through, clean them out, because I was going hard. I was like, damn, I'm not gonna make. They don't want to look at me as one of those. Okay, just we see you're nice. Just don't hurt yourself. So I said, I'm gonna have to just show my agility. And then the kid goddamn said, "Why are you going so hard?" And I was like, "Oh my God, stop talking to me." Then when you see someone whisper behind your back or mumble that, "Oh, we're gonna follow him home," that's the first time I knew I had nobody to trust. So after that, momentum that I felt I didn't have nobody to trust after that situation, I knew I would have to be my own Esquire. And being my own Esquire, that's where I came in with the understanding and diligence to know how to deal with this next situation after that. And I've been moving forward and just getting my body in shape to the position that I will be able to be drafted or undrafted, because in the end, like I said, the two people that didn't help with our house safety, because safety goes first, you can have money and get robbed, was my mother and my brother. They went to other people's house and played along with it, because they'll go to someone's house that will be like, "Oh, we appreciate you," and it'll be me and my sisters collecting that. They'll go, "Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't like the house that told they appreciate you." Those three. And they stew in that circle, and then they'll collect from the jobs that oh yeah, the man does that crowd control shit and etc. And that's what it is. So, I might make another video because my phone's about to die and elaborate more, but it's really just the understanding of how satellites work. And if you fall like that, you're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? If you one satellite, damn. So I just need my starter kit.
Yeah, have a good one.